Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jack. Welcome back. And as you kind of see in this intro clip right here, I am using, at the end of this gameplay, as you can see in the final kill cam, I'm using the Man of War, which is quickly becoming my favorite assault rifle in the game. And I did fairly well with it, and you can see the scoreboard at the end of the game here. And this one guy on the opposite team in this gameplay basically ends up sending me a message saying that the Man of War takes absolutely no skill, which I disagree with, by the way. You just have to figure out how to use it, and you have to know when to be aggressive and when to be passive with it. It's an excellent gun. And as you can see here, that they sent me the mail saying that it takes absolutely no skill. And basically, this is the game where he finally ends up being on the other team. I used the Weevil. I kept on thinking to myself. I said to myself, well, what other gun can I use that nobody will pretty much complain about that I enjoy using? And it was the Weevil. I absolutely love the Weevil. I personally don't think the Weevil needs a buff at all. Everybody else in the community seems to think that it does, but I personally don't. And yeah, this ends up being the gameplay right here where this guy was on the other team. I actually played with him the following game as well, or I don't know if it was the following game or the one after that, but he ended up quitting the lobby after he sent me that message, and then he came back. I don't know if he joined my session, or I don't know if whatever happened, and he ended up being on my team in the following game, which was on another map, which I actually have a gameplay for that as well, but I didn't want to post it because that would make the video way too long. And I end up responding to the guy after that gameplay, and I basically tell him, what I tell him. I'll let you see it at the end of the video here. But finally, I was actually glad that this guy was on the other team, so that way he would actually get a response gameplay-wise as well, so to speak. He would get it firsthand. So every once in a while, sometimes you just got to put trash talkers in their place, especially if they really don't know what they're talking about. In my opinion, the M8 is a gun that requires less skill than the Man of War, especially with the way that I like to use the Man of War specifically, because I don't run a grip on it, and I run rapid fire. But as you can see here, also the ability, the specialist ability for the what is it? I think it's the fire break or whatnot. He is the ability is awesome. You can just stun people, and then you can finish them off. I'm quickly loving it. I think all the specialists are really good in this game, and I got to give props to Treyarch because that was one of the things that the community was really concerned with when they were first announced. But the fact that they're still pretty well balanced and fun to use is something that is not just surprising because it is a Call of Duty game, but it's also the fact that they're just really well balanced and really fun to use, and that they add a whole new layer to the game, which I thought is absolutely awesome. And that's one of the things that makes Black Ops 3 a very addictive game, is simply because of the fact that they have it. So yeah, I just thought I'd post this up. I thought it was pretty funny. I kind of laughed. I get hate mail often, but sometimes when somebody says that gun requires no skill, when there's so many other guns in the game that really require a heck of a lot less skill to use, in my opinion, the M8 being one of them, because it kills so fast and it's got great range and you can spam it and all that kind of stuff. And every so often you'll find yourself running into lobbies where everybody is using that gun. Like every single person in the lobby will be using M8s. And one of the things that I like about this game personally is the fact that you can use so many guns and be effective. And as time goes on, it's only going to get better because there's going to be future patches coming out to balance the game even further, and God knows what else they come up with. So, and all in all, learning this game as well has definitely become worth it. The grind was definitely worth it, because in the beginning, as I've mentioned before, I have had trouble with this game, and people on my friends list do also, good players as well, and they end up asking me, which actually kind of surprises me. I don't know if it's because they watch my videos, or I don't know if it's because they keep an eye on me on my stats or whatnot, but I just couldn't help but pretty much just make this video. And the thing is, when it comes to every COD every year, my thing is basically, it's like you're gonna struggle regardless of which player you are. You're gonna struggle a little bit for the first few weeks or whatnot, kind of get a feel of the game, understand how everything flows, understand the map flow, the spawns, etc., etc., etc. And then once that happens, and once you get through that barrier, so to speak, it becomes way easier. And then everything that you've learned from previous Call of Duties just starts to get added into the things that you learn from this game as far as the basics, because it is Call of Duty, all in all. No matter what they add or take away from it, it is Call of Duty. And this is obviously closer to a traditional Call of Duty than Advanced Warfare was, that's for sure. So, but yeah, this was just basically a small video about how sometimes you just really just shouldn't trash talk people. Not necessarily because they can always come back and own you and post a video on it, but it's the fact that basically a lot of people, when they trash talk in this game, it really just it's kind of pointless. I mean, obviously trash talking can be fun and all. It does have its place in Call of Duty, obviously, but sometimes it's just really, how do I put this? Sometimes it's just really not, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever, some of the things people say. And every once in a while when you're recording, and if you end up shutting them up in a sense, or kind of proving them wrong or whatnot, or just, or just having a decent response to it, it really is, it's worth it. And coming up after the gameplay here, you're going to see the response, basically. Well, I basically responded back to them, and you'll see what happened after that. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. And in case I don't make a video for tomorrow for Christmas, which I am planning on doing, but I'm trying to figure out, because I want to make it special with really good music in the background that would really fit the tone and everything. And the gameplay that I have for it is really good as well, really good. But I'm just trying to figure out what I can do with music, or because I don't monetize my videos as of right now, and I am partnered, but I just don't want a copyright strike, because I just don't want a copyright strike. But if it doesn't really matter, then I'll post it anyway. I'm in the middle of figuring that out, and if I can post the music along with the gameplay, then be prepared for a very entertaining video tomorrow. So I hope you guys liked the commentary. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. And if you like the video, let me know. And if you don't like the video, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. See ya.